oh, let's not get our hopes up. It's not meant to work this fast, but we'll continue.
Then the second day of keto, but like obviously keto can be dangerous because we run on carbs. So he's a 6-month-old baby. He is already running on carbs from his formula. So getting the transition to his body to run on fats can be like obviously dangerous, just switching that.
Okay.
So he was monitored and everything, but first day had less, second day had no seizures.
You're kidding.
So
just from that diet.
Just from the diet, from bottles.
Welcome to another episode of Planting Seeds with Soul. Raw conversations on transformation, truth, and finding light in the darkest places. You may not hear what you want, but you will definitely hear what you need. Alrighty, you beautiful bunch of bone bags. Welcome back to, what are we at now? Episode 3, Season 2. And today I've got a mate that I actually spent a majority of my teen years with, Dean McDonald, and his beautiful partner, Paris. Welcome to Planting Seeds with Soul.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Very, very welcome, guys. Where would I start with this one? You guys have had quite a journey, with the young one, Gunner.
Yeah.
Which we will get into. But first, I just wanted to have a little bit of a catch up. What's been going on, Dino?
Yeah, I was only just saying to Paris, I probably haven't seen you in 10 years? A good 10 years?
I
Maybe
think
more. I don't know.
I think so. I think the last time I seen you was at the Mudgerar show. That was
just briefly, but before that, actually called up, maybe 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. Time flies.
Oh, bloody oath it does, man. You're one of the boys that always got along well with.
Yeah.
Good character, good personality. You always treated me with kindness.
Yeah.
And you've never changed that. And as your I guess journey through life, you're sort of distance from other people, but you're one bloke I've always sort of remained connected with. Whether it be through text message or Instagram or something. So
appreciate that.
Yeah, no, good brother. You're a good man. And I wanted to have you on the show because of your story and everything like that. But
we've been talking about this for months. So it's good to be here.
Absolutely. And how are you, Paris?
I'm good, thank you.
That's right. This is the first time meeting you properly. I think I've seen you at the show.
Yeah, definitely. But I haven't really properly met you. But Dean's always said good things about you. I've never, which is good. So I'm happy to come on the show, and I'm excited to tell our story. It is a big one, and it's something that we definitely haven't done before. But we've been on such a journey with Gunnar, and we didn't really think as first time mum and dad's that we were going to experience something like this with our first baby.
Absolutely. Well, as I said, welcome on, guys. And look, at the end of the day, what this podcast is, it's a sharing. I want you guys to be comfortable. Even I still get awkward at the fucking start of these things. Never know how to start it. This is just me, but it's just a sharing at the end of the day. I want you guys to just share, your truth, what you've experienced personally, individually, and I guess what Gunner's been through at such a young age already. But you guys have just been to Mexico, haven't you?
I went to Europe.
Europe?
So we did Egypt and Dubai, and then went and did the Greek islands. Where else did we go?
We went first. We went Dubai.
Yeah.
To Egypt. To Rome.
Yeah.
Was that it?
To Crete.
Yeah, then the Greek islands.
Paros.
Back to Rome and home,
How much time did you spend in Egypt?
We only did 3 nights, which was enough because we were just going to see the pyramids. So it definitely felt like enough time there. But obviously, if you're travelling more to go see the coastline and stuff, you definitely do a couple of weeks there.
We sort of just did a few nights in each because we're on a little bit of a schedule, 3 weeks. So we had to do as much as we could, see as much as we could while we're there. But it worked out good. We're always on the move.
It would have been busy. It sounds like you just bounced around a whole heap, eh?
Yeah.
How many flights was it?
And we did 9 all up.
9 flights in
9 flights.
Yeah, so
And
Gunnar did 9 flights.
what was the duration, the whole duration of the trip?
So 3 weeks exactly.
Yeah, 20 days.
Yeah, but to get over there,
Because Dubai's, how many hours was that? 14 hours.
Yeah.
So we did the stop over there, and it was Gunny's birthday. So we took him on the desert safari. Was it 1 or 2 nights there?
2 nights in Dubai.
I've seen the
nights,
photos of that actually,
So
the sunset
cool, eh?
and that in the
Sick.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't know what was going on.
No.
Gunny, having your birthday in Dubai. And he's like,
And
what?
he just kept saying
Where's my toys?
he just kept saying like, when are we going to sing Happy Birthday? It's like,
So that's the thing, like it's not labelled for them yet, eh?
no.
But he
It's
loved
crazy.
it.
Yeah.
He definitely grew up
Oh yeah, like he just was the best
in
traveller.
3 weeks.
He was just insane, like just on the plane, people, like after the 14-hour flight, like everyone around us was like, what? Was there a kid just there? Like,
Oh, really?
Oh, he's just a weapon. Like
He's so well behaved, right?
oh, yeah.
Like
he's-
I haven't had like the opportunity of spending time with him.
Yeah.
But from what I see on social media,
A lot of people think we
Yeah.
just put up him being good or polite. You
But
know,
it's-
does he throw tantrums? Does he ever cry? Like, we don't want to film him crying and stuff, but of course he does.
But
But
it's pretty
genuinely,
rare.
90% of the time, that's him. Like
Yeah.
how sweet he is and kind and funny. He's funny.
Is there
Real
anything like obviously you guys are doing
Yeah.
different things,
Yeah.
but is there any type of secret what you guys are doing?
For him,
Yeah, like just with raising him.
Oh, I feel like
I think we're pretty calm.
we are, especially Dean's more calmer than me. He's definitely got Dean's personality.
And I say it a lot. It's a lot with food, like
Yeah.
him being
Yeah.
on the keto diet, which we'll get into. I think that plays a major part in it too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to have you on too. Like, we're just made up so differently as well. People don't understand, you know, certain things work differently for certain people and that as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I feel like, and with our parenting, we just have always taught him to say hello to someone. If we're, you know, coming over your house, we make him say hello.
Manners, of course.
Like manners.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. And we've always just sort of pushed him out of his comfort zones a little bit. Like, so at a young age, say if he wanted something from the shop, we're like, you've got to go up to the shop and give the lady the money and say thank you. And like if he just did gymnastics, like I made sure before we leave, he has to go up to the coach and say thank you for a good lesson and leave. So we are
The little things.
The little things. They're just little things, but I do feel
It
like
is.
they add up, and
You're
it's
right, but
pretty cool.
energy transfer, it's a real thing. If you guys are, you know, operating at a state of,
Yeah.
I guess, darkness or
Yeah.
stress and that's going
Stress,
to get
yeah.
passed on
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually just got back from a cruise too, so I had a week off. Cruise ship.
good.
I had spent 7 nights on there. I'm still feeling a little bit.
Was it the Cairns or
So we
Early Beach?
we left Brisbane straight to Cairns.
Yeah.
She was a little bit rough on the way. Stopped in Cairns for a day. We were going to try and get out to the Great Barrier Reef, but all of the boats were all full up. So got on the blower and hired a car, went to Palm Cove when my sister actually got married and just spent the day there, went on the beach and went for a drive out to this little spot where they like do all this pebble stone stacking,
Yeah.
like balance
Is that
and that.
on that drive?
Yeah, towards
Port Douglas.
There, that's it, yeah.
We've done that, yeah.
yeah, so good.
So cool, eh?
Yeah, so mad. And then where do we go after that? We got back on the ship and then went to Airlie, spent a day there.
We did that before Gunny.
Yeah, we loved it. We actually
we
loved the
first sort of
cruise
met.
ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Heaps
we
to do. You can't
Heaps
get
to
bored
do.
on there,
But I
hey?
think we just
Nah.
did 3 nights, wasn't it?
Is it 3 or 4 nights?
Yeah,
Do a night.
Oh, we did the 7.
Yeah.
was that?
7, yeah.
We only did
Different
the
one we did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
3 nights. Did you just get off?
I think you overnight you wake up in early and you can go to the reef or we went in town, had drinks
Yeah.
and food and stuff. And then like a night at sea and a night back or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. And then what was it after? I just come home after that. It was rough on the way home too. It was such a good trip, but I was keen to get away from the food there. The food and the beers.
Yeah.
I had a bit of a headache today actually. I think it was just detoxing because I didn't have a beer last night. We've been eating good again, good-ish.
Yeah.
So, but and the amount of people, not judging here, but the amount of people on that ship with their health, like their physical health, is
Stop. We
It's
say
gnarly.
this everywhere we go. Like,
It's crazy.
everywhere we go, we're like, is there any fit people around? Like the whole of Europe, we did not see one fit family or a fit person or a fit chick or a fit like we're just like everywhere we go. It's not judgy. I just
not
think.
being judgmental.
But then I think, do they come over to Australia and like I feel like some parts in Australia we are all pretty fit and especially along
Probably
the
more
beach
so on
and
the
stuff.
coast here.
The coast, yeah.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not to be mean. Like, I think it should be brought up because everyone's, got all these health problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not many people are looking at what they're putting in their bloody mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where
In
it
their
all
bodies
comes
and
from.
shit. Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
That's what on this journey, it's been a blessing and a curse, what we have learnt. Like we sort of knew a bit about food and stuff,
Yeah.
but really diving deep into it, it changed everything for us.
Probably a good time to share that. Like, has that played a huge part in like your discovery of how all this stuff went down with?
Yeah, well,
Bella?
we obviously got a really good neurologist that recommended us to do keto, and like after probably like we were just already asking like, oh, can we try keto? Can we do it to this another neurologist? They're like, oh no, we don't know anything about it. And then obviously we finally got a good team, and
We definitely had to push for it.
and
Yeah.
then we finally got it, and it obviously paid off. But it is hard work at the very start. You got to weigh every single food that Gunnar ever ate. It's a certain amount of protein and fat and carb per meal, and so it is. And you got to enter it into the computer, then weigh it all, then give it to him. But I could actually do that with my eyes closed because I actually was I was a big gym rat, so I already did that for like 5 years before that. And like one of my best friends is a PT, so she already taught me everything about food.
Yeah, nice.
So I did already know it, and then Dean obviously knew a bit, and he learnt on the way too.
But yeah, it's taught us a lot.
Taught us a lot
about
for
food.
sure.
Do you reckon? I want to find out how you come about all this. But did this whole experience play a huge part in like your guys' health journeys as well, personally?
Yeah, mainly just with our health journeys, but also just with the way, even like with our next kid, how we're going to feed them, because I just feel like even today, all the kids today just eat, like I look at it and I just think it's crazy. They're either eating like chips and chicken nuggets for breakfast, lunch and dinner, or they're just like eating so much sugar. And I just think it needs to change. It's
your next kid, you're not going to be
like the way he's are. It's just like we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was chatting with Kels about this recently. She was talking with one of her people online, and they were saying, how can I get my kid to eat different foods? And Kels is like, okay, what is your kid currently eating? And they're like, she will not eat anything else but chicken nuggets.
Yeah, I hear it
And
all the
sauce.
time.
It's a thing, eh?
It's a full thing. And I'm like, there's no nutrients in that chicken nugget.
But they're like, at least they're eating.
Like they're eating, but like,
I'm like,
No.
they're better off
It's
fasting.
not like that. They're better off starving them for a little bit.
100%. Have you
And
seen
then-
how they're made?
Yeah.
It looks like
disgusting.
rubber bands and shit.
Yeah, and just like all the ingredients.
Did you
that
see
they
the ones
put in
we
there.
just made?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I haven't seen them yet.
It's just 3 ingredients, just grated cheese, barbecue chook, you just dice it up, mix the cheese and an egg to bind it,
Just
and
like
you just put them in the air
easiest.
fryer or oven. They're beautiful. Better than Macca's.
Yeah, people don't want to put in the effort, but eh?
Yeah.
No, even though it only takes 10 minutes, but
Yeah.
You feel better for it, like
definitely.
preparing food and stuff. Like, not that I do it, but I have experienced all different types of ways to meditate, and cooking in itself, the whole process of it.
Yeah.
Getting it all prepared and then actually cooking itself. Like, you go into a whole world of thought and shit.
Definitely. I cook every night if I can.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, we're definitely more like Dean and I are definitely more just whole foods. Like we're not as strict of like keto.
We've tried keto and stuff, but it's definitely taught us a lot about what food can do for us, our body, our brain, our gut,
Yeah.
So that's why we've choose mostly whole foods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. That's unreal. What I wanted to know is how did you come about this experience? Like, what went down? What was the sort of first thing? Talk us through the whole process
Yeah,
of...
honestly, it was like just a normal Monday morning, and I feel like Gunny just woke up. We were just laying in bed. I was just giving him a bottle. He was about 4 months old, and like his leg just started like jerking. It was just like a jerking movement, and I remember just getting my phone out, filming it, sending it to Dean and my mum, and just like, oh, what do you reckon this is? Like he's fine having his bottle, but his leg was just going. And I remember we were just like, oh, I don't know. Obviously later on we found out he was having seizures. And then just on and off all that day, and I just remember I just kept filming all of them. Like I was like, oh, his leg's still going. And then he was a pretty fat baby, so we used to still sit him in a, what are those chairs called? You know those chairs? They're like these plastic chairs, and you put him in there, you can feed him.
Oh, yeah, you put him on the stool.
Yeah, I mean, he was pretty fat, so his legs were like quite squished. So my mum would be like, oh, he needs to just get out of that chair. Like maybe
his legs are like
he's just got like a little, something's wrong with his leg. And I was like, okay. But then like that afternoon, it was still going. So we took him to the hospital. And the hospital was like, oh, like I filmed by then. I just kept filming because I didn't want to, like if we go to the hospital and, he's not doing anything and they think that I'm crazy. So then we went into the hospital at Tweed, and they were just like, oh, it could be infant spasms, don't really know what it is. Come to outpatient the next couple of days. If it gets worse, come back in. So they pretty much just sent us home. We're like, yeah, that's fine. And then probably 2 days later, he was probably still having him, like, still doing it. His sort of arm...
going into his arm.
Started doing it.
Getting worse then.
Yeah, it started getting worse, and it was his arm and his leg going a lot. So then we went back to the hospital, and then, again, I probably just filmed every single one of them, which was a blessing.
Smart move.
Yeah, when we got in there, he would stop.
Yeah.
So I would have heaps on my phone. Then we stayed that night at Tweed because they were, sort of just like, I just want to keep an eye on him and see what he's doing. But by the afternoon, his head was going, so his
it's like a
leg,
big
arm.
jerk.
It's like a
to his
jerk,
left side.
So Gunny doesn't have fits where he's like on the floor fitting. He's a called focal seizure, so it'll be his left side of his body will do like a jerking movement.
And he's conscious. He's never gone unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we stayed a night in Tweed, and they were consulting Brisbane and the neurologist there. And then Dean stayed over the night with us too, but like that night, Gunny just had he was just screaming, like proper screaming, out of control. Like he had the biggest, obviously it was a seizure, big seizure. His head, arm, leg was going crazy. And then Dean just went crazy. He was like, our son never does this. Like, something's wrong with him. Do something.
This is not normal.
I know what you would be like.
Dean's super calm, but like that night I was like, oh shit.
Oh, Dean's super calm, but you fuck with like family and shit.
Getting angry. So because the doctors, it felt like the doctors were just watching him. Like they were all just watching him, and the nurses watching him have a seizure, and like didn't really know what to do. But they were told from Brisbane, if it is bad, but try and hold off. It's a medication called Medaz, which stops seizures.
It just slows
their brains down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did that work?
Yeah. So they gave it to him, and that worked. So it stopped his seizures straight away. And then that next morning, they found us a bed at Brisbane. They're like, they were sending all my videos to the neurologist because Tweed. Like they were good, but they don't have any specialists there, obviously. So they would just be sending videos, getting it back. They were trying to find us beds. So then the next morning they were like, yeah, we've got you a bed in Brisbane. You guys can just drive up, because I don't think they could get us an ambulance. It was something like that. They couldn't get us an ambulance. So they're like, if you want to go up there, just drive up. So we literally got in the car, and he was just seizuring all the way.
She just sat in the back with him.
I sat in the back with him. He was just on and off seizuring, and then it was
still
crazy.
In the unknown. Like we're like,
we didn't even know that these
are
are seizures. Like we had no idea what they were. Like no one was saying, "Oh, he's having a seizure." Like we just were like, "What's wrong with him?" So then we got up to Brisbane Hospital, and like as soon as we got into the ward, he had a EEG on him. So if anyone doesn't know what that is it is like all these cords that go into his brain, and like it looks crazy.
It reads all your brain frequency and stuff.
Yeah,
brain
right.
waves. So yeah. So after that was on,
it picks up any abnormal activity.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So they
it's
found some
Yeah.
abnormal activity. Is it his
Yeah,
left
so
side or
his
right side?
right side. So his right side of his brain was just looked abnormal in obviously, which was causing his left side to do what it does.
Controls your opposite side.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
It does, yeah. So the way that I look at that whole picture is like those neural networks,
Yeah.
something wasn't
Yeah, so his
wired right
neurons in your brain just wasn't talking to each other properly.
In that area.
in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So after, like, obviously the neurologists are all there and they're like, okay, we can see that this part of his brain is firing and it shouldn't be. You will need to do an MRI straight away because obviously we don't really know why he's having a seizure, and there's a part of his brain that's firing and we need to know why it's doing that. So they gave him medication
Yeah.
to stop the seizure because he was still seizuring this whole time. He has an EEG on, like, had that on.
But they want him to as well.
Yeah,
So they
you
can
want to
see
capture.
where it's coming from.
You want to capture.
Still no answers at this point either.
Still no answers. I think we literally just thought, okay, our son
Brain
has
tumour.
Yeah.
We were just like,
Your
our son
mind will
has a
go
brain
to the
tumour.
worst place, eh?
He's got cancer. He's got a brain tumor. There's something going on there. Like, why else would he be having seizures? Like, he's super normal. He's 4 months old.
Fuck, scary shit.
What else could it be? Like, it was crazy. So then the next morning, they just got him down for an MRI. We walked him down to it. He had his scrubs on. Like, he looked
So cute.
so sad. So sad. So he had his scrubs on and Dean held him and they put the mask on him and he fell asleep.
Yeah.
And then we had to wait a few hours.
Yeah, but it wasn't long. Hey.
no.
And then this team just come in
Yeah.
into the room. They're like, right. And we're just like, our hearts sunk. You know, what's wrong? They had answers already, you know? They're like, they've found a big tumour or something.
But you remembered your friend, Kurt and Candy, obviously
Yeah.
their little boy has had a brain tumour like a few years before this.
Yeah.
So Dean remembered that Kurt and Candy said when they were getting diagnosed with the brain tumour that they got put into a room. We're in a ward with everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
So I remember Dean just thinking, I know, like, it should have been all right because we weren't put in a room to get told, you know.
Serious chat.
But, so they told us that he has a lesion on his brain. And we were just like, okay, what's that mean? Like, we obviously don't know anything about that. They were just like, yeah, he's just got a little lesion on his brain, which makes it... the neurons not talk to each other properly. You know, you'll put on medication and hopefully that's pretty much all they really said.
If the medication works,
But, you know, it's
good,
not a
you
brain
can go
tumour.
home. Yeah.
Yeah.
They only know as far as what they're taught, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
As far as what they
every child or adult condition is different too. So
Yeah.
it is a bit of trial and error.
Yeah.
But luckily the first medication worked. So
We stayed in hospital
Day
for
or
probably
two,
about
and
a
they're
few
like-
days to make sure it worked, you know.
Yeah.
Would stay in there. Actually, and also while we were there, like there was nurses and doctors coming from everywhere into our ward. Because obviously Gunny, we'll have to show you some photos of Gunner when he was little, but he was really chunky and super cute. So we had all these nurses and doctors like randomly coming through all
just
day.
popping their head in saying, I heard there's a real fat baby in here. Like it's rare in here.
It's a special hospital, you know, like kids are there that
Sick,
that are sick. So, yeah, they've never really seen a big, fat, chunky baby there. So they were coming in going, oh, my God, can we just come have a look at this baby? We heard that he's real cute and fat. And we're like, yeah, come in. But, yeah, then we were there for a few days and we were literally sent home with a plan, which was just a piece of paper that said if he has a seizure for over
Couple of minutes
3
or whatever.
minutes, and if they continue 3 times, you give him Medaz and you call the ambulance. And this is his medication. Take it home.
He
And
might
that
be on it forever.
That
Just
was it.
Bingo, and we're like, okay, like packed our stuff and left and just driving home, scratching our head.
Yeah.
What just happened to our lives? I think we were there for about 5 days. I lost 8 kilos. Like, it was just pure stress. And I feel like, we
sort
just
of,
sent home with like,
righto, this is our new life.
yeah.
We just got to do what they tell us and hope for the best.
But we're sort of in disbelief because I feel like we went home, we're like, oh, does he even need this medication? Like, or like, oh, is he going to be on it forever? Surely not. Like, what's really going on? But they were like, the lesion won't grow, it won't get smaller, like it would never,
It's just a grey spot that never formed on his brain, we're told. It won't grow.
Never.
And it'll never go away.
Never go away.
Yeah.
It's always going to be there. I don't know, just randomly got there when he was 4 months old, apparently, so...
That's how things just pop up, don't they?
Just popped up at 4 months old, never had a seizure, woke up and had one, but... Yeah, so I feel like
sent us down a few rabbit holes.
Mate, it's the thing. It's the life challenges that do, right?
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
I obviously have a problem with the pharmaceutical game, but if doctors weren't around at this time, like, you'd be stuck with fuck all, not knowing what to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even when it comes down to,
it has its place, doesn't it?
It has its place, yeah.
But
it's very
we did
out
find
there.
out later on that that's just their protocol to exhaust every medication before they'll try. Because we're like, what about CBD? What about
we were
diet? What about
asking
this? And they're like,
that there, like with this one neurologist that we're not with anymore, but like we were asking her like these questions because obviously once you get a diagnosis, you start Googling and seeing what other people are doing, and so we definitely had asked, and that was like, nah, just sort of like, nah.
He didn't have a seizure for a while.
Yeah, we got home and he didn't have a seizure for a month. So he was having the medication, didn't have one seizure for a month.
This is just normal now, yeah.
We got pretty, used to it, as in, just thought it was never going to happen again.
Were you anticipating something to, like, for him to have another fit, like, sort of always on that edge of what if?
I feel like I wouldn't be able to, like, if you went into a room, we'd always had to watch him, like, driving a car, I'll always make sure that we're watching.
He was in his own bed at like 8 weeks old, but after this, he's come back into our bed and he's never left. And Paris always has a hand on him, on his left side,
Yeah.
Which is understandable.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, man, for sure.
And, like, even with, like, obviously now he's a bit older, he has sleepovers, like, at my mum and dad's and my brother's house with his cousins and stuff. So we have definitely gotten better over time with letting, but he still doesn't go to daycare or school or anything. But hopefully next year he'll be going.
He'll be looking forward to that. He'll be a very social one, eh?
Yeah. Oh, he's craving like kids.
Yeah.
He's definitely ready to go to school and get some friends and
I don't think he'll have a bloody drama with that.
No.
Not at all.
No. Yeah, so he didn't have any seizures for a month, so he went pretty good, but then they came back with they came back even more out of control than what they were at the start.
Because they did say this medication can stop working tomorrow, then we can try another one or
is
whatever.
Is it like a body tolerance build up to the drug?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it is that, and plus, so like with epilepsy, say if one kid with the exact same lesion as gunner on the brain, he might respond to a certain medication, and it will work straight away. Where some kids will have the exact same spot, they'll have medication, it won't work. They might need 2 medications, and then it might work. But like, it's very trial and error, and that's just the way it is.
100%.
Brain is like it's the brain. And then I suppose it's like, I don't know if it's like our genes are different as well, but it's definitely just the brain is so complicated. Like, we barely know anything about the brain now.
I know, it's wild.
So I think
I've done like a fair bit of looking, I guess, more into thought and all that, but I guess that's where it all happens, the mind and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They just came back like just out of control. Like, they were just so frequent. They were big straight away. His head was going straight away. But
by this time, COVID, they'd shut the borders too. So we ended up back in Tweed.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah,
what kind of time frame is this from, like, first to now? Like, is this like during the whole COVID thing?
So it was COVID obviously 21 because he was born June 21.
Yeah. So it just started getting COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They
So
shut
just
the
around that
borders.
time.
Yeah.
It was around that time when they were shutting the borders, Queensland, New South Wales border, and it was pretty big on the vaccines.
Because we were in Tweed and we wanted to go back up there, but they were just on the phone with Brisbane trying to sort it out and stop his seizures without us having to sign all these documents to get over the border to them.
It was
You know.
ridiculous.
But he was in a bad way
Yeah,
for 24 hours straight. Like, we didn't sleep. And
yeah, they got us a
we're
bed.
giving him that emergency Medaz to
wasn't-
slow him down. It wouldn't.
Wasn't even working, so it was just
I think the next day they're like, oh, we need to get your weight. We're going to have to organise a helicopter.
yeah.
And that's when, again, our hearts sunk.
Like we're
And
going,
we like rang our mum and like, you guys need to come in here, like this is serious.
yeah.
But we didn't end up, they sent an ambulance,
Yeah, they end up getting an ambulance.
like a special care one from Brisbane, which
Yeah.
took another few hours while we filled out all these documents and stuff. And then I wasn't allowed to go on the ambulance.
That would have pissed
with-
you
with
off,
them.
eh?
Yeah, it was like a
I
certain
nearly
amount
wasn't
of
allowed
people
to go over.
to go over the border, and they're like, oh, we don't even know if Dean's going to be able to get over the border. Like, we'll do everything in our power, like the doctors and the nurses there to sign forms to try and get you over. And I was just like, what?
You know what's funny? I got to the border and held up the paper and they just went,
No one
Yeah,
even
didn't even
I was
cared.
look
like,
I
what the
know.
hell?
Yeah.
Straight through.
Yeah. Fucking wild, isn't
Didn't
it?
even care. Literally didn't care. We were
Yeah.
like, what just happened?
It was like getting off the cruise ship, the departing forms. It was like, we went to Cairns, mate, and
Yeah.
like we had to fill out one for each family member
Yeah,
and
right.
passed it to the guy to get through customs and that. He didn't even look at them.
No.
Not a thing. Just chucked them in the basket with the rest of them.
Yeah,
Waste
this is what
paper.
that was like. So we're working out that day, so I'm going to be at the hospital with us, and he doesn't even get looked at. So that was crazy. But obviously, when we got there, Gunnar was
Straight
in a
in.
bad way. We
Yeah.
went straight to ICU to spend one night in there because we came at night time.
Just to keep a close eye on him, yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to go in, so it was just
Getting you
her.
to mask up and all sorts of shit.
Yeah, I slept with the mask on.
Yeah.
And then,
How good's that?
but listen to this, I've got like the worst nose as it is. Like, I can't breathe out of it, barely smell out of it. So I kept like, so I'm dying.
Have you had a journey like mine, have you?
You think so? No. So I've got surgery on it
Yeah.
now. They burnt it all out, so it's heaps better. But like, so at that time, yeah, I had like the worst nose ever when I'm sleeping. Constantly
not
had a
that
blocked
you're
nose.
getting much sleep.
Yeah, but like I would just like
Come down.
So in the ICU in the kids' hospital, there's one nurse. So you're in a room, and there's one nurse there 24/7. So like I would be asleep. And I slept on the big bed with Gunnar, and I would be like asleep, and it's fully dark in there. So I'm like, surely. So I'd like go like that, and then she'd be like,
Come tap
me, and she was like, put your mask up. I was like, this bitch, I can't breathe. And then like in the morning, even like I'm like, no, I can't do this. Like trying to talk to the nurses, going, okay, so what's going to happen now? And they're out the door, and they're knocking on the door, like the window door, and they're like, put your mask up. I was like, I can't.
What a time, hey.
Oh,
I'm like,
mate.
I just felt like pegging it. It's going, this is the least of my worries. Like my son's having seizures.
When Kelsey and I were going through the same period of COVID, we were gutter rats. So we'd have to sit in the gutter out front of the medical centres because we wouldn't put on a
Yeah.
mask. We were just like, please don't tell me what to do.
Oh, you wait until you hear how this all went like crazy. So we're in ICU just for that one night. Then we get to go up to the ward. So we go up to the ward. It's probably about a couple weeks until Christmas,
Yeah,
maybe 2
2
weeks until Christmas.
Well, like, we'll be out of here well before then, you know, Gunny's first Christmas.
And then we're up in the ward in pure like battle with these seizures, like insane battle. So every day, Gunny would be good through the night, wouldn't have a seizure, but then the minute he would wake up, he would have a seizure, and then he'll get given Medaz, which then would put him to sleep for a couple of hours. Then he would wake up, be awake for 10 minutes, then he would have a seizure, and then he would have more Medaz, and then he would just do that on repeat until the night time, until he went to sleep.
Wow.
That went on for 2 weeks.
And they were like, okay,
So-
we'll try this
Yeah.
medication. You know, just
Just
2
another
weeks.
medication, see if this one works. But every new med takes like 2 to 4 days to see if it works. So it might be like, all right, we're going to try this med. And obviously you keep all the meds that are still
You can't just stop
not
one.
working. You can't just stop it.
so his
cut it
bed
down.
in the
Yeah.
morning's just lined
So-
up with all these medications.
Yeah. So, and Dean would stay either at a hotel. He ended up staying a couple nights at our family friend's house.
I wasn't allowed in the Ronald McDonald house
No.
because I wasn't vaccinated. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's free, you know.
Yeah, it's right next door to
Are you
the
vaccinated?
hospital.
I'm like, oh, no, not yet. And they're like, oh, sorry, you can't stay with us.
Not
So
yet. You
we're
were never
paying.
doing it.
Yeah, but we're like, we'll be out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll just
soon,
spend
surely.
a few $100s on accommodation. And then it went into the next week and next week.
Yeah.
And things started getting pretty bad and we're running
Yeah.
out of money. So,
Yeah, so then we ended up, this was about 2 weeks in. They were like, yep, you guys need to prepare you're going to be here for Christmas. What are we going to do? Like, it's already 2 weeks, accommodation. Our mum and dad's already up paying accommodation for them. So they were like, you either go across the road, get vaccinated, get one vaccine, and then you
We'll
can
let you
stay at the
stay
Ronald
here.
McDonald house.
What grubs?
so
Fucking what the nerve on them, eh?
No, but listen to this, because this is just such a stitch up. So we went over there. I was like, Dean's like, oh, I don't want to. He was the one who's just like, listen, I don't want to do it. I'm like, we have to do it.
Yeah.
Our son is going to be here for a long time.
they
Like,
say
we just
no one
have
was
to do it.
forced, but we were
We were
really
forced.
forced into a corner there.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went across the road, got vaccinated, went to the Ronald McDonald house, and they didn't even ask.
They didn't ask me. They just gave me a key to the penthouse.
Torture. The hospital were just like, you will not be allowed to go in there unless you get the vaccine.
And you have to
better
get
go
the
get
form and,
vaccinated.
you know,
Get
show
the
'em
form,
proof.
and we'll give you this form to say you just went and got it, and you show them. We got there, and they were just like, yes, but you just want a room.
So I'm laying in bed at that night thinking I'm going to possibly die or something. Shot.
It was so funny, but they're not funny.
But
Oh,
also, they were pretty good with me in the room, but
Yeah, the nurses
they didn't
were
want too many people in there, especially with COVID. So, that was in ICU.
No,
we
the
had to
ward.
swap out.
Yeah, the ward was really good. The nurses would let Dean stay for as long as possible. I think it was
I
like
tried
9,
to stay
10
there
o'clock.
a few nights, but
Yeah,
they
probably
weren't
about.
having it. They'd come in and kick me out. It was
Yeah.
so sad though. I'd just get out the front, like standing on the road and turn around and just look up to where their room possibly is. Just be like, can't do anything.
And
Yeah.
then
Feel useless.
Yeah,
Go
every
stay at
morning.
the unit and I'd just wake up to my
Yep.
phone going off and it's just like, like seizures again. No, this just went on for
And he would just
2
bring me a
weeks.
coffee, and then we'd just go to war.
It was just
every
Groundhog
day.
Day. And she was just the biggest soldier, like
Yeah, I think I
probably
did.
sleeping 2 nights.
I think I did one.
2 hours a night, I mean.
Yeah, I think I did. We did a month after. Yeah, we did a month in hospital, and I think I only had when he was in ICU for maybe those 2 nights or something. Is the only. Oh, Mum stayed in there 1 night.
Yeah.
So I think I only did out of the whole month 1 night, not in that hospital.
Far
So I
out.
spent 1 month in hospital. It was crazy.
How was the hospital food?
Disgusting.
Shit house,
No,
eh?
I was just
no,
bringing
Dean
stuff
was
up.
bringing me food.
Yeah.
Stuff. Our mum.
I got to give it to them, the sandwiches, but
Oh, I
they're not
love
too
a
bad.
sandwich.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
not-
we love
yeah.
a sandwich.
Yeah.
But so then you did 2 weeks in the ward, and then it got really bad. Like, he was on 8 meds by this. Nothing was working. Still having Medaz. That was working a little bit, but then he would just wake up, have seizures. So he's pretty much failed 8 medications by then, and they were still failed 8, but still having 8 a day. So morning and night, 8 medications. We'd look on his board. It would be like 6:30 having a med, 8 o'clock having a med, 8:30 having a med, 10 o'clock having a med, and then that was the same for the night time.
And
And
every day,
still-
the new medication, I still remember this like
Oh, yeah,
yesterday,
that one.
like, hey, we want to trial this one. It hasn't been used on a child this young before, but we want you to sign consent. He may go blind.
Yeah.
It can cause blindness. And like,
This could cause blindness.
we asked if we could try CBD, and you said no because he'll get nauseous and he could get the runs or he'll be sleepy. That was the day before.
Wow,
And then
what the fuck?
wanted us to try this one.
We were just like, this is insane. So then the last day that we were in the ward, the nurses by then, after 2 weeks, the nurses by then were just coming up to us and like, do you know Ryan's rule? So
Do you know
anyone
what
that
is?
doesn't know,
Yeah,
you know
I've
what
only
Ryan's
just
rule-
found out about this
Yeah.
like 2 days ago, to be honest with
Really?
you. It's weird how shit like that happens.
So Ryan's rule, like probably giving us pamphlets. Do you guys know what Ryan's
The
rule
nurses
is?
were so good there.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
love the
yeah,
that's good.
nurses. So but then he was up at the max of Medaz that he could have a day. So he was already having so much of it that he had like a big seizure, and they were up to like the nurses weren't comfortable with giving him any more
I remember one
Medaz.
saying that much would put a horse out or something.
Yeah.
I remember a doctor saying.
Yeah, they were like they weren't comfortable
Yeah,
with
and his
giving it to
brain
him.
just wouldn't stop.
And it's
So
like
that's when
so
they-
sedated,
That's when they hit the code blue or red.
whatever it's called, when
And
all the
just-
nurses come in.
All the doctors, everyone just come in like emergency, and you just get pushed to the back.
Mm.
And that's when he went into
Yeah,
ICU.
they gave it to him, and then the nurses is like to the neurologists and the doctors, and they're like, "Oh, we don't want him up in the ward anymore. Like he needs to go down to ICU. Like it's too risky for us. We we can't have him here." So then he went down to ICU. Got what's it called when you get all incubated?
Yeah, like the tube down the throat
Yeah.
for breathing, and
Yeah.
pretty much on life support. And they just wanted to give his brain a rest,
Yeah.
essentially.
So instead of giving
So
them,
they put him into like an induced coma.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was even talk of they were going to stop his brain to try and give him an actual break. I don't know how they do that. It must be like a proper induced coma,
Yeah.
but yeah, he was pretty much already in that. What they were doing was they were feeding him Medaz through like IV.
IV.
Yeah.
So he was just
fuck.
on Medaz the whole time. So yeah, they were like, yeah, I think we need to stop his brain, but we're just going to we'll try and max him out on this Medaz and see what he does. And then the doctor that was looking after him in ICU was just like, this is the most I've ever used for a kid this age. Like this is crazy. I
think
can't believe
that's
he's
when they
still
said
having
this-
seizures.
Yeah, it's enough to put a
yeah.
small horse out of its misery.
Yeah, that was just crazy.
And
So
it's-
it did slow them down, but he was still having them. He was still having them now and then. And then
And in saying that, just being in ICU, seeing the kids coming in or not going out was so sad.
yeah, so obviously we weren't
Police in and out, so
Yeah.
every incident has
Yeah.
to be,
ICU
reported.
in a special
Yeah.
hospital like
It was
that
so
is
sad.
just insane. It's people that have fallen off trampolines, got brain damage, getting their things turned off everywhere we were
Yeah.
around. But yeah, this was the hardest for us because we weren't vaccinated. We've had one, and they were really strict in there. So either I was
wasn't
allowed in
allowed.
there or Dean was allowed in there. We'd have to just keep swapping. We weren't allowed to be both in there. But my mum and dad were with us, and they were both vaccinated, so they were allowed to sit with him the whole
There was
time.
like 5 or 6 of them in there, and I was sitting out the front in the gutter.
No, we were just in the corridor. It was so ridiculous. We were in the corridor.
Oh, just swapping out from there.
Swapping out from
Yeah, I
in
remember
there.
I'd just go for a walk.
Yeah, so we both weren't allowed to sit with him. We'd sneak in sometimes and we'd get in trouble and they have to tell us to get out.
Crazy, eh? All this for a wank show at the end of the day,
Yeah.
like all this stress and worry and
Yeah.
all that.
Now
Like just to
you-
make it harder. You're already stressed and worried, but you know, fuck.
100%. So we were just taking turns of sitting in the corridor while he was there. And yeah, the stuff that we saw was just,
Horrific.
yeah, it was sad.
Yeah.
Did you have like thoughts that you weren't gonna that you would walk out of there with one less of you?
I didn't. I don't know why. I felt like I didn't. You probably did. Dean was talking to the counsellors and stuff like
Oh,
that.
fuck! I wouldn't have known what was going on. Like I don't know. Like
Yeah.
it's one of those things
Yeah.
you deal with as it rolls on because you just all you know is your
Yeah.
next step, eh?
Yeah, I think we really should have because he was pretty much in a coma, and he's been like that for 4 days, hadn't moved, like.
And then he got like a chest infection
Got a friggin'
where he
chest
couldn't breathe, so they were giving him antibiotics for that. Like he was just in the biggest.
He was just in all sorts,
Yeah.
and then I think you
I'll
definitely.
show you some photos of him in there.
Yeah, you'll have to send
He's only
some
6
through.
months old, so he's literally only 6 months old in like a hospital bed. He's just a little baby, you know.
Did we come out of there then it was Christmas?
Yeah.
When we went back up to the ward, hey?
No, it wasn't. I think it was.
Yeah.
No. Was it Christmas when we came back? Because he was in an all right state. It must have been.
Because we spent New Year's as well. But
I don't know. Anyway, yeah, we had our first Christmas.
Yeah.
It was in the ward though, so I don't know.
it was in the ward.
If we went ICU, then we went up. No, it was when we got there. We obviously had our first Christmas there.
Like it was a week in because, we didn't think we were going to be in there. And obviously we were.
Yeah.
But we're just talking about it on the way up. The Starlight Foundation, they come and dressed all his bed up,
Yeah.
like pillowcases, Merry Christmas. And then they bought all these presents, put it on the end of his bed and stuff.
Yeah, for Christmas morning, he had a couple presents on his bed. And,
That was nice.
Yeah, that was nice. They'll come around and give books, like Christmas books out. And, so that's super special.
Trying to do the best of a not so good time, a real
Yeah.
hard time, eh?
Yeah, we literally
Playing
went up
Christmas
there
carols and stuff.
thinking that we were only going to be there again for a couple of days, so we had no clothes. We went up there with...
I think I did a run to Kmart and grabbed a few
We
plain
had like,
t-shirts and
yeah,
stuff.
we had no clothes. We had none of Gunner's presents. We had like nothing.
Got the whole Anko set up.
Yeah,
The dollar thongs.
still got it.
Yeah, we seriously did, hey.
Yeah.
So we went up there with nothing, and then it was the saddest Christmas ever. We were just in a ward.
Couldn't believe it.
Gunner was still pretty bad, and we both have like the biggest family, so it was just super not normal for us. Obviously, felt very lonely.
But some kids are not coming out of there either. You know.
Yeah.
There's a big tree down in the
In
like
the
reception?
foyer. Yeah.
and you can leave notes, and there was like all family notes and like
Yeah, it was so
brothers
sad.
and sisters wishing their brother could come home for Christmas, but they got leukemia,
Yeah.
and you'd just be down there reading all them like, so
And another
sad.
thing about this hospital is like all you would hear is just helicopters, like
Yeah.
helicopter coming in, helicopter
all
going out,
night,
helicopter
all day.
going in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's a very special hospital. Like only the worst of the worst
Yeah.
really go
Birth's a lot of gratitude, seeing, like obviously understanding and realising it can get worse and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
there.
Like
Oh,
it
we
makes it-
even felt like that there. Like I feel like we were in a way, but we just seen obviously so much worse kids. So it
like I
did
said
keep us
earlier,
in
blessing and a curse not only taught us about food, but I
Yeah.
think just life in general. To be grateful for all the small things and stuff.
100%.
Yeah.
Nothing really fusses us anymore.
Yeah, nothing.
I feel.
Which, nothing, I feel like, is exactly how we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
So
does.
much
It's
feel
so I found that too. It's the hard times
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
makes things like
Yeah.
I'm so much more at peace now. The things that used to bother
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
Just don't bother you, eh?
no, don't bother me at all.
crazy.
Like my bag got caught in my car, like underneath the bit you pulled the thing back the other day, and something as little as this would fuck me right off. It got caught, and I got it off, and then I went to shut the door, and it got caught again, and I just laughed. It's like, oh, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely are like that, hey, for
Yeah,
sure.
don't dwell on anything.
We don't dwell on
No.
anything. Which is, I don't know, it's
Yeah.
good.
Sounds like you're very present with it all.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely taught us to be present because you don't know what's around the corner.
Like it can.
You can come on
It can
right now.
have
like
a
you just
seizure
don't
right
know.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I feel like
So
ICU was just a wild time. It was only 4 nights,
yeah.
but it was hectic. I think we came into the, because you were up talking to the counsellors at this time and I went psycho in there.
I don't even remember that.
So we went into the hospital in the morning. I think we like got a coffee or something, and then we walked in and Dean was like, oh, I've got to go upstairs, talk to this lady. I was like, yep, you go do you. And then I walked into the ICU and they were just like, I was talking to the doctors and the nurse, like, oh, we're taking him off the Medaz. And I was like, what do you mean? And they were just like, oh, yeah, we're just going to slowly back it all off. And I was like, what the frig do you mean? Like, what's your game plan here? And they were like, they pretty much just was like, oh, I don't know. And I was just like, because they weren't neurologists at the time, I realised. So I just came in the morning and I just went absolutely nuts. I remember just going like in the middle of the ICU with all like mums and dads around, like, because it's all just like glass and stuff. I remember just going like, what the fuck are you doing with my kid? Like that neurologist, which is, I'm not going to say a name, the neurologists that were with this whole time, I was like, she's not allowed near my effing kid again, get her away. Like just going ballistic in there, swearing. I think my mum came in and was like, settle down, it's all right.
If we go up there now for a meeting with the team and we see her, she goes...
She does.
What was it, like a level 10?
Mate,
Yeah.
I went ballistic and she's just the biggest stuck-up mole ever. So I was just like full bogan on her, just was like, I don't ever want her near my fucking kid again. I fucking hate her. Get her away. Like going ballistic.
Yeah.
Like she hasn't. Yeah. Anyways, going psycho. Anyways, 2 neurologists were there, other neurologists, and they took me into a room, and one was that I've heard like amazing things about, like a girl. We don't have her. And I just remember her hearing like really good things about her. So she sat me down and was like, Paris, listen, I've read over your case. Like, this is the plan. Like, we're taking him up to the ward again, and you have Steve here, like our neurologist now, that we love him so much. Like,
Better behave, Steve.
Seriously. We're like, you have Steve here, he'll be here soon. And I already heard lots of good things about him too, so I was like pretty happy. And he came into the room after her and was like, Paris, Dean came by then and was just like, listen, we're gonna he needs to have tests to see if he can have brain surgery. Only certain kids can have brain surgery because it depends on the spot on their brain, depends on how big it is, it depends on,
how close it is to other parts
of his brain. You guys need to sit down with a surgeon and you guys need to, we've already done the MRI, we've already done the EEG, but you need to get a PET scan.
Do you know what that is?
No.
They pump you full of like an ink, a dye.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've had that done to me. I didn't realise that was called, for my shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they wanted to
really
take him down.
goes into depth of where it is, how close it is,
what it is and stuff like that. So he's like, we need to go down that way, but first, like, I'm a big believer in keto and CBD, he said to me, and I was like, yeah, perfect. What do you...
He said it's probably a 50-50 chance.
So 50-50 chance for keto to work, but I do this all the time. Keto, I believe that keto will work. Hopefully it works for him, like it's worked for many of my kids. So, like, if you want to try it, if not, you can go straight and have surgery. Like, what do you want to do if he can have surgery? And I was like, oh, definitely, like, we're going to go try keto first. I already asked this neurologist before Steve probably 100 times like about that, so I don't know if they got the picture and then they sent him down.
Ryan's rule, right?
Oh, honestly, so I've already like asked this NCBD a million times that like that first couple of weeks I were in there and no one listened, and then he just walked down and just like, yep, we're going to do keto. I was like, oh my God. But I was still like, okay, I don't really understand because he's just been Medaz, he's failed 8 medications. Like, surely keto can't do this. Like, can it? Like, I was just sort of like, he's already been in the hospital for 3 weeks. We were just sort of like, oh, I don't know, we'll give it a shot. And then, so they got him up to the ward and they started on keto straight away. Yeah, keto straight away, which is just a formula because he's just only 6 months old. So they get a special formula made up and they just do, that's all he has. He's tried a bit of food at 4 to 5 months. Yeah. So he hadn't really had anything. apart from milk anyway. So they did him up keto formula. He had that for the whole day. And then that day he had less seizures, which was crazy. And then
even they were like, oh, let's not get our hopes up. It's not meant to work this fast, but we'll continue.
And then the second day of keto, but like obviously keto can be dangerous because we run on carbs. So he's a 6-month-old baby. He is already running on carbs from his formula. So getting the transition to go run, his body to run on fats can be obviously dangerous, just switching that.
Okay.
So he was, monitored and everything. But first day had less, second day had no seizures.
You're kidding.
So
just from that diet?
Just from the diet, from bottles.
Yeah, wow.
Crazy. So he went into ketosis really fast. And then he
was made for it.
So that's what you wanted. That's what he wanted to be in ketosis.
Ketosis, ketosis is what you
start
producing is
your ketones. You're burning fat for fuel.
Yeah. So
now I know why they call it keto diet. See, things like this, I've never explored more past actually the label keto diet because
So
well, it's when you fast, you produce ketones as well. Mm-hmm. So it's like
ketones are what we produce in our brains, which is obviously what has stopped his seizures. Crazy. It's
and you get that from fasting. Your body can go into that state. Because I actually, I've done some fasting, quite a bit of it before. That's how I've lost so much weight. And I've felt so good from fasting. The first day was hard, but I did a 3-day.
If you do a 3-day one, you go in ketosis for sure.
Yeah. So the quickest way to get into ketosis is just to fast.
Yeah.
But obviously the kids can't do that, so they just do a really super high fat diet, which is what Gunny started on. But so then we were just still in hospital for about a week while we monitored that and made sure that he, stopped having seizures and things. We still sat down with a surgeon because they didn't know if it was definitely going to work or if they, it was only going to work for a little bit. Yeah. So we needed a game plan to make sure that Gunny could get surgery. So we sat down with the surgeon and the surgeon, pretty much just was like, I believe that he could, I could do the surgery on him and, get the lesion on his brain, cut it out, remove it, and I hopefully won't touch anything. So his lesion is right next to his motor skills. So, if they do nip something, he might,
he could have weakness in his left side.
Yeah.
But what do you call it? Brain plasticity?
Yeah.
Being at a young age, it can
so that was super that was a hard thing that we didn't know what to do because we read so much about neuroplasticity at a young age, so surgery is actually better for them to get done at a really young age because then
brain's still developing and stuff,
the brain's still developing.
Can adapt.
Did you read a lot of Joe Dispenza's stuff then?
I don't know. I don't know. I just googled friggin' everything. From the day that...
You got a couple of books.
Yeah, I had books, but I don't even know, by the day that he got diagnosis, I was just up every night, just fucking reading reports and just reading up everything that I could, which is how I actually came across our neurologist now, Steve Malone. I just read heaps of his paperwork about him, using patients with CBD and keto, so I already knew about him and I knew that we wanted him.
The world needs more Steves, just alternative type of medicine in all types of ways, because like I was saying earlier, everyone's makeup's different.
Definitely.
I can eat, I say it all the time, I can eat all types of nuts, all types of foods, but the next person, their makeup being different, they can have nuts and that poof, gone, So it's like you said, heaps of trial and error.
Yeah, exactly. Even with keto, it might work for Gunny, but it might not work for another person, even if they've got just a lesion on their brain too, or same age, everything, but it still doesn't mean that it will work. But it does have a higher rate in focal seizures, which is what Gunner has, focal seizures. I found that it does have a higher rate than those ones that have like the full fits or like the absent seizures and stuff. I feel like the focal seizures is what it's
made for. Yeah.
That's unreal.
Yeah, but pretty cool.
So what's actually involved in the keto diet?
So it's pretty much just with your carbs, like all he will get, or like there's carbs in vegetables. So it's, you know, it's even...
I think, to put it simply, I think it's 70% fat.
Yeah.
Is it 20%?
It's been a while for us.
That's all right.
20% protein, 10% carbs.
Yeah, it'd be something like that. So even
So we'd have to weigh it up.
Yeah, even
a little bit of meat.
You mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, so at the start he was on like a full strict keto. So when he started having food, he would do like like his carbs would be probably pumpkin, a little bit of pumpkin, like as in like this much pumpkin, and then it would be just a whole thing of oil being tipped all over his meal, mayonnaise added to it. So anything like really
good
high
oil,
fat.
like MTC,
MTC
like coconut oil or something.
Yeah, and then it would be like his protein, I would have to weigh, would be like this little bit of tuna. So it was very strict on even the protein at the very start, which was hard.
Yeah.
But he was lucky because he didn't know any difference. So he just thought this is like real yum food. And then... yeah, he was really
Obviously
strict.
no sugar.
No sugar.
A little bit of natural sugar in fruit.
Yeah, so even fruit,
okay.
he can't have much fruit. He can have berries. Like he can have strawberries, blueberries, blackberries and
They're his
stuff.
lollies. He loves them.
Loves them, yeah?
Yeah. Other than that, like there's natural sugar in bananas and carbs in bananas, so he would have this much banana even to this day. Apples, like, so it's not just added sugar, it's sugar, it's natural sugar as well, which is, so it does make it a bit harder.
Yeah. It's still not hard, and he's good
modified
with
now.
food.
Yeah.
But still, birthday parties or whatever, like kids of lollies and cake, he's so good. Like he understands, and he doesn't even ask for some.
Yeah, well, at the pub last night, and the other night, and there was, I don't even know, probably like 6 kids.
5, 6 kids, yeah.
And he went up to the pub and everyone got ice cream with like chocolate and sprinkles over, and he just walked up there with them, didn't even ask, come back down and just sat with all the kids, and they all just ate ice cream. And he didn't not ask for it, didn't say, Mum, can I have an ice cream? Mum, where's my ice cream? He just sat there, just chilled, and I think one of his little friends tried to give him a bite, and he's like, no, not allowed it.
That's drugs. So you got to tell him, that's drugs,
not
it's good.
crazy. Even like he would find something in the supermarket and he'll pick it up and be like, Mum, read the back, and is there any carbs and sugar in this? So you'll see me just constantly reading how much carbs is in something and how much sugar is in it, and I'm like, no, you can't have that. And he's like, okay, then we'll find something else. So he doesn't know any different. Like he's 4, so he's been on it for 3.5 years.
And they can have like development problems or their bone structure may not form properly and stuff, but we get him checked all the time and he's hitting all his milestones.
Yeah, it's
everything.
mainly, yeah.
And it's funny, we've been up to the hospital for like 6-monthly or yearly meetings and stuff, and they're like, oh, what do you reckon we wean him off the keto diet and try medication again?
Because he's a bit older now.
Did they say that?
Older now, he might respond to
they
it.
say it every time. So we used to do every 3 months up there for appointments. We'd go to the hospital every 3 months, meet with our teams. Then it went to 6 months, now it's yearly.
Yeah.
So to this day, every single time, we get asked, okay, guys, do you want to come off keto now? He's been on it for a really long time. Do you want to come off and you can try him on a bit of medication? He's heaps bigger now, he's more developed, and a medication might work.
And we're like, why would we do that? And they're like, oh, so we can have cake at birthdays and stuff.
Yeah, we're like, we make him a cake.
They're like, isn't it hard, like, feeding him real food every day? It's pretty much what they say.
Yeah.
Isn't it hard for you?
Yeah.
We're just like, no.
That's fucking disgusting.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. We're just like...
Cake at birthdays, in my eyes, like the boys do it. Like I don't have like this full thing against it. Like that.
Yeah, we're
I let the boys
we're
experience.
never like,
But that's the problem.
Yeah.
Cake at birthdays and shit like that.
We
that
talk
type
about
of
this all the
food.
time. Like, why do we celebrate with alcohol or sweets and all that crap? You know what I mean? Like you're celebrating, but you're somewhat bringing yourself down. Hey,
I know, 100%. Like at football, the kids' footy, when I was a young fella, we used to get oranges and shit at the end of the game and at the middle of the game.
Yeah.
Now they're getting satty bags of fucking like lollies and shit. Like poppers, the lollies, like LCM bars, all that type of shit fake food.
Such good health. You just played a game of footy.
I know.
Where I'm like, why is it that way? But yeah, we see it all the time.
You've just done something positive, like move your body. Now you're going to put negative food into you and just feel
Take
negative.
all that good, what you've just done good away.
But it's hard. Like I was going to ask you guys that, like with this whole, change up, other kids with what they're doing, what they're eating, what their parents are letting them eat, and all that type of thing, it becomes a bit of a challenge, doesn't it?
Yeah, I feel like people get a bit weird around us, but we don't actually care. Like our friends and that can be like, oh, they're just having this now, they've never had this or something. We're like, I don't care what you do with your kid. If you want to do that,
we're the same.
We don't
exact
care.
Same.
And like even with, we were talking about this the other day, like with the vaccines and everything, like I don't care. My brother and all his
Gunny's
kids
exempt from having any
vaccines anymore,
now.
obviously.
Yeah, sweet.
So he can go to school and everything, and he doesn't need to get them. But like, yeah, we don't care. Like people think that we care if their kids are getting vaccinated. It's like we don't care. My brother
This is
vaccinates
just
all
the
of them.
regular vaxes, like when they're
Yeah. His team has written him a big thing. Like,
he hasn't had to have them.
No.
How good is that?
It's the best.
That sent us down a bit of a rabbit hole too. Like why is he exempt or whatever from having them? Because it can cause seizures as well.
Yeah, so our team, as soon as he got diagnosis and everything, and then I think we were at the doctors for something, and I don't even know how it come across, and they were like, oh, we've got a letter here from your team in Brisbane. Yeah, Gunner's not allowed to have any vaccines pretty much ever again.
I'm interested
I still get letters in the mail.
Yeah.
And he's got like a big list of ones that Gunner hasn't
That's awesome.
got. So it's crazy. So yeah, our team is just like, no, he's not allowed him. Obviously, he's on keto and he's already got seizures. So
wish I could take mine back. I think mine have dissolved now.
Yeah, I think
they keep trying to hit me up. Like, he got hit up not long ago for a tetanus shot. I'm like, no, I don't need a reboot. I reckon they do something to us, the vaccines, when we're young. Like zonk us out to something, put us to sleep a little bit. I don't know, but
I just find like, I don't know. I'd never push it onto anyone. I don't really care if you want to do that with your kids, but I would just do your own research. Like, have you heard of Candace Owens? She did a whole series and she just went through every single vaccine that we get and did exactly what ingredients in it and exactly what are the
risks,
side effects and blah, 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 what could happen on the FDA. So she went through every single one. And that's where I just went, oh my God, never again.
I love her. She's so smart.
I love her. She's
I'd love
so
to be as
smart.
smart
That's
as
why
her.
I just follow her because, like, if you watch a series, she's a world smart. It's not me trying to do the research. She's done the research. I'm just watching it, you know. And she's the smartest human. Like, I just love her. So
we've never said Gunny's condition is from the needles, even though it potentially could have been. Like, it sent us down. Like to research it all.
We'll never know anyways.
We'll never know. But like our next kid will not be
having any,
vaccine,
not even one.
So. But that's our choice, you know.
Oh, 100%, man. I would do the exact same. You know, if I was to have a kid of my own, like obviously the three boys are Kels's and all that type of thing. Kels agrees with me. Like she wouldn't have done it now for what she knows.
Yeah.
But
That's the only one good thing that's come out about the COVID. Like after COVID, everyone's just more will
asking
ask more questions about it because like COVID obviously was just the biggest G up ever. So I feel like everyone sort of starts asking questions now, starts doing their own research, and that's just like probably the only good thing that's ever come out.
Do your own research.
Do your own research.
That's one thing I would stress to everyone. Like when it comes down to everything, especially like what your kids are doing. And stuff, you must do your own research if you want to protect them.
Yeah, I find that too.
Definitely.
Has Gunny had a seizure since?
No, so he is... so when he was on keto...
When he first was on keto...
He would go 12 weeks and he would have one. and then he'll go another 12 weeks and we'll have one. But we kept
They'd just adjust the
the
diet,
diet.
add fat, pull some carbs out,
Yeah.
and they'd stop.
So we worked really closely with the dietitian from the hospital that just specialises in that. So she'd just check his weight all the time, or just email and she'll say up this, or if you had a seizure, yep, do this. So we just worked really closely with her, and now he is about. Is he 3 years? He's 3 years, seizure-free, medication-free, obviously.
Yeah.
So when we got home, after being on keto in the hospital and it worked all good, we got sent home. We got sent home with about 6 meds still. So we're still on 6 medications that weren't working, but you can't just stop medication.
Yeah. We had to wean it off over 8 weeks.
Yeah, wean him off. And this medication, because he's on keto, this medication was powder form. So it was tablets that I would have to cut in a certain, like whatever amount it was, crush it all up in a thing, and then somehow get down, I'll put in some water and get meds down his throat. And then had to slowly, they would tell us which one to take off, and we'd slowly take that off. It might take a week or two to get one off. And then if you had no seizures, then we'll do the next one, the next one, the next one. So it took a little while to get off.
That was a big process too, yeah.
So that was a big thing. When we were in hospital, like just before we left, Gunnar was still getting, what's it called?
Like fed through a tube.
Oh,
tube. But he was drinking his bottles and eating normal, but the tube was just to get his medication down, because it's powder form, so it's disgusting. Could you imagine it? It's not like a liquid one, because there was carbs in the liquid one, so he couldn't have it. So before we left, we got to go.
They tried to send us home.
Yeah, they tried to send us home with it.
Yeah. And give him it through the tube.
And I was like, oh, we might, but it's to get the meds down. Like, I was just like, he's eating. Like, why do I have to go home to get these go home with this to get the meds down? Like, that's just ridiculous. And I was sort of just like, oh, maybe we should. But then Gunnar was in a pretty good state, and we got to go, I think it was maybe day 4 or 5 of keto. We got to go down to the pools in Brisbane, the lagoon.
Oh, South Bank?
Yeah. South Bank, yeah. We got to go down there, and he obviously had a tube and he had his swimmers on and stuff, and I just remember everyone was staring at him and just staring at us, as in like, oh, poor kid, or poor boy, like obviously the hospital was just up there. And I remember just going, okay, I'm definitely not going home with this tube, because I don't want him to be like defined by having a tube and getting meds down in a sick baby. So I think we just went up to the ward and was like, no, get it out. I will just somehow get these meds down. I don't care what I have to do. I don't care if I have to put it in a freaking apple custard, thing that I make up for him. I'll get them down. Like, get this tube out of my son's face right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And there was no dramas when you did it?
No,
they obviously
so got
did
it out. Yeah, because he was eating. Like, you should only have that if he's still, can't eat. They're not eating and drinking properly because they've been in ICU. So obviously they're being fed by a tube then, but he was fine. So now they were fine. They're like, yep, if you want to do it, that's fine. If you want us to take this out, we'll take it out. But yeah, pretty much said good luck trying to get these meds down.
Oh, really? Sounds like you'd done the job all right.
Yeah, I did. I was come up with anything, put some cream on it. Yeah. Something high fat, a little bit of apple cut up for him and stuff. Just mashed it all. And anyways, then we finally got rid of all the medication. So he's 3 years moved from home meds as well, 3 years seizure free. So he's gone so good. He only sees his team once a year, going in September. I feel like, it's been a blessing. Like, even though that hardest time, that whole month in hospital, but really, there's not many kids that are medication free and seizure free. So we got quite lucky. Definitely lucky.
Would have been such a fucking scary time for both of yous. Bad thoughts during that time,
Yeah.
It's funny when you said I was speaking to the counsellor or whatever.
Dean was just so...
No, remember...
I couldn't speak to anyone. I was just a full psychopath.
Friends of ours sent up a package of chocolates and all that.
Yeah.
And there was a book in there, and it was Stay Hard by Goggins.
Yeah.
Do you remember, have you read that book?
No.
David Goggins?
David Goggins.
No, I haven't.
You have to read it.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah.
That was in the thing, and I read that, and that helped me through.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Was
Better than the counselling?
Yeah, for sure.
The lady
Look it up after.
the counsellor would come down to me when I was in the water. I see him like, oh, you're right. Do you wanna have a chat now? I'd be like, get the fuck away from me. Get away from me. I feel sorry for her now. I'm like, but I just couldn't deal with it.
They have to offer it to you.
Yeah,
like
they have
part
to.
of the thing,
Of course, we needed it.
So I went for a chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a big believer, man, that the universe will send you what you need at the time. You know, in whatever way it will be, like coming in as a thought or a book or whatever. Being a psycho, you finding out that way.
It was weird that they sent that book. It was perfect.
It was really good. Yeah, we had like some amazing people, like our friends or even friends of friends that would drop like gunner clothes off, like brand new clothes, like books, like and like food. Like, yes.
Yeah.
We'd have like, heaps of food getting dropped off to us, like people that were just passing by that knew of us that were in there, like friends of friends. And like I said, Dean stayed at our family friend's house, Corey's house for a few nights while we were in hospital, where we couldn't stay at the Ronald McDonald house. So, yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah,
hey.
for sure.
And
How would it have been without that family?
Oh,
no, yes, I don't know how some people do it.
yeah.
But people ask us all the time, like, I can't believe you went through that. How did you do it? But
I hate it. It's the worst
like, what do
question
you
that
mean?
anyone could ask me.
You just
Like, oh my God, how
strap
do you
on the
do
boots.
that?
Strap in, we're going for a ride, eh?
But if you told us we were going to go through this, like, we wouldn't have been able to prepare for it.
And another
Hey.
thing is, like, if you told us then, or even like a couple months after we got home from hospital, that we would be where we are now with Gunny, I would never have believed.
No.
Like, I'd have been like, no way are we going to be seizure-free for 3 years. Like, there's absolutely no way that would be where we are now with him. And I think, like, just being so strict on his food, like, has paid off. And, like, our family, like, they learnt how to do his food up. Like, my mum will do his breakfast, lunch and dinner when
They've
she
even
stays
jumped
over
on
there.
keto. Hey, a few people we know
Yeah, so-
have jumped on keto.
Like, my mum's turning 60. She doesn't know anything about food. She's learnt about food just from Gunner. And then, like, my brother and his wife, they do up his food. They always have, like, pork crackle chips in their cupboard and, you know, whatever he can eat. Like, we can just drop them off. And your mum, hey, we can just drop them off now and don't have to pack his lunch. Like, it's amazing that everyone's just learnt as well.
You can. There's plenty of positives, though, that you can get out of a negative.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Maybe he is that old soul and has been here a few times before and seen what's going on. Like, I need to sort something out. I need to go through this experience so that person can get the help that they need.
I actually believe that. Like, he's definitely been here before, and I think he's just taught us. Like, he's just taught us so much, and he's 4 years old.
It's funny, when he was born, and probably all dads say this, but I remember when I first saw him, I said, this boy's going to change the world.
Yeah.
Like, I just said that, like, I don't know where it come from. And then when I think back on it, you know, like...
Yeah, and everyone just says it to us, like, he's here for a reason. Like, just random people would just come up to us all the time, be like, oh my God, he's been here before. Wow, something about him. And
people write it on his
posts
thing. And stuff.
Yeah, we literally started his page as well, his Instagram and stuff, so at the time when we were going through all that, I felt like I was the only mum and dad.
Alone,
We just felt like we were the only ones that were going through this. We knew nothing about seizures. We just thought, we knew nothing about epilepsy. We just literally thought we were the only ones. And I felt like we just felt super alone. We had no one to talk to, like, what the hell? So I think, like, after he started coming good, I was just like, no, I'm going to make this page because hopefully one day people can ask me. If they're in that situation, they can ask me and, you know, I can help them through it. And that's exactly what the page has done. Like, I'm talking to a mum now.
Still to this day, yeah.
Heaps of mum and dads reach out to us and, you know, oh, my kid's doing this, or, you know, my kid's in hospital right now having seizures, like, or I get messages like, oh, did Gunnar have any speech delays, or did he, you know, not walk, or does he talk? Or, like, at the very start of the page, obviously people see it now. So I feel like we just started that page to help and spread awareness, and obviously it's blown up a little bit more than what we thought.
You've definitely gained like a big following, but that's what it's all about, turning like a pain or a challenge into purpose. Like I think you'd be silly not to do it, because you go through something, your roadmap out of that experience may help one of your community.
Oh, definitely.
It has, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it has, obviously.
Yeah, I get heaps of mums that are like, oh, we're in hospital. Like, they won't do...
Exact same boat as us. Like, they won't do this, won't do that.
They won't do an EEG. Like, I was like, what the frig? No, you tell them, get an EEG. Yeah. Like, you need
Ryan's
it now.
rule.
You know what Ryan's rule is? So I feel like...
Ryan's rule is a good one.
We've learnt the hard way. Like, we went through friggin' battle with... I felt like we went through a proper war with the hospital, like as in maybe just that neurologist, the nurses and everything were good, like proper war. And because we were so young and knew nothing really about it, it was a hard thing. But then now I think, like when I talk to the mums, like no one knows your kid but you, like, they don't know your kid, you do. So I feel like that was the main reason why I started the page.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a good thing.
Yeah, it is.
What is the name of that page?
You've
just changed it.
Yeah, we changed
it. It was Gunner, the keto kid.
We changed it to Raising Gunner because Dean's actually a stay-at-home dad.
That's so good, but man.
Yeah, it's the best.
Fuck construction, fuck the trucks.
No,
what were you doing last?
It's the best.
Yeah, driving trucks.
Driving trucks, yeah.
And I'd wanted to get out of that for like 12 months. I was just bringing the worst energy home and stuff. And... yeah, everything just fell into place.
Yeah, well, I got to stay home with Gunner until he was like 3. I didn't go back to work for ages.
Yeah.
And then
but it could all change next week, or like I know I'm going to go back, but when, I'm just sort of enjoying it while I can and spending the time with him every day I can while he's young. Because it'll be all gone soon.
Yeah, 100%. Oh yeah, fucking oath.
We're in the position to do it. Like she has her own business with her brother, and she wants to focus on that, so it's put me in the position to stay at home with
And
Gunny.
I feel like it's just a good age for him to be with his dad, so it's actually worked out perfect. Like I've done all the baby and got him to 3 years old, and now he's ready to go.
Well, one of the little tricks that they've done bringing us into this world is separating us from mum,
straight away,
separating dad, dividing us all that sort of shit. So it's a good thing, man.
Yeah,
and like you've got all this like room now where you'd be, doing what you're doing in your main occupation. Now you've got all this room for whatever opportunity wants to come in.
That was the main thing why I told him to quit his job, because like I felt like if he was just doing big days in a truck that he hated, bringing home the worst energy, nothing was gonna like pop up. Nothing was just gonna come from that. So I just said, you need to quit, and if something will eventually come up. Like obviously right now he can't go to work because I work, and then Gunny doesn't go to preschool or daycare. But like if something does pop up, like it'll be the right thing. I just feel like you had to just take that leap. You put it off for ages. You put it off for so long. You're like, no. I was like, oh my God.
Lying to myself that I was asleep.
That's all right.
Don't put on the brakes too quick, because I'll be fucking right behind you with that quit work thing. Mate.
So many of the boys message me all the time, like, how do I do what you're doing? Like,
yeah, they do.
Yeah,
you have to quit your job.
Yeah, you have to work. You can't.
But we've put ourselves in that position. Got ahead on the home loan and.
Yeah.
All the little things to put it like where we are because of us. It's not like...
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And it seems like you work well as a team.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we spend like every day together. We don't get sick of each other. Actually, I get a bit sick of...
She gets sick of me, for sure.
For sure. Dean doesn't get sick of me. I get a bit sick of Dean and Gunny sometimes. No. I feel like, we spend every day together. Hey, we do. We love the same things. We are totally different humans. I believe that, like, I can't make Dean happy. He can't make me happy. At a certain extent, you've got to make your own happiness. Yeah. But, we do work good as a team. And I think it's just from what's happened with Gunny. Like, we just went to war together, and then, it's just made us appreciate, life.
Yeah.
And being present and...
Love that. And you're doing some pretty big things. I heard with some events and charities and stuff like that, like
Yes,
with the mobs
very
that you've
excited.
crossed paths with during this journey?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, big one was Epilepsy Queensland. They've just helped us so much along the way with everything with Gunny's epilepsy. Like, I just knew nothing about it. Even leaving the hospital, I still didn't really know too much, and they were always there for me to message, call, like go to events. They would invite us everywhere to speak to other mums and other dads, and yeah, I feel like they're definitely a big part of our journey. So this year Dean's going to do the 10K.
Oh yeah, talk about that. What's going on there?
Bridge to Brisbane.
Yeah, Bridge to Brisbane.
I always call it Bridge to Bridge. So it's just a 10K fun run.
Yeah,
People
it's amazing.
race it and stuff.
10K fun.
Yeah.
Corey, you should do it.
Yeah. I'd do it with you. I did the GC one recently.
The last few years I've been trying to get a crew together, but like a couple of the boys come last time, but not many people we know run 10Ks. But this year, you're going to walk it with Gunny.
Yeah, because we're going to have a team at the very start of the race. So is it just 4.5?
It's all different charities.
Yeah.
But we obviously go in under
Epilepsy Queensland.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. And there's how many people?
So
they shut down the bridge.
Yeah.
That whole.
They shut down pretty much Brisbane.
Over Brisbane River. Is it how many tens of thousands do it?
Not heaps. They raise how much money do they raise? Like millions. They raise
so
millions of money for charities. We'll have a crew at the very start of the walk, and we're going to all walk it together, and then Dean will have a crew at the 10K.
I'm going to train a little bit harder this year.
Actually, last year you struggled.
Last year at 5Ks on the dot, my right knee started blowing out.
Sniper.
but I'm just like, I have to complete this race. And then I had my phone on me, and 100 metres to the finish line, she's texted me, I'll pass Gunner over the barriers.
Like, I didn't know this
So I'm like,
happen.
yeah, sweet. She didn't know what's going on. She passes him over, and he's like, pretty big boy by now. Yeah. And I'm running down to the finish line, and everyone's cheering. I come over the line, and everyone's patting me on the back, and like they thought I ran 10Ks with Gunner in my arms. And then I just had to put him down, and I was just like, collapsed. My leg was just seized, and that made it look like I think I ran a 10K.
I'm pretty sure there's like photos of Dean just like struggling.
Limping over the line with her
And then
kid.
like I come around, you just like chuck me to him, you like nearly die. I'm like, what's wrong? You're like, my knees.
So a little bit more preparation this year.
Yeah, you
I think
definitely didn't train.
Everyone's doing like half marathons and marathons now, eh? So
I did like that Gold Coast one, and I think I did. No, I did the fully.
Did ya?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
No,
I did
that's
the full
crazy.
one. But I was doing like 45 minutes to an hour just in the morning.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty religious with it. Like, I love running. It just gets me into a world of good
it's
thought,
so
and
good,
that
hey?
clears the brain fog and that.
Yeah.
And I think 2 weeks before, I did 3/4 with Ryan and Lockie, the brother-in-laws.
Yeah.
And then did a full one. Oh, hang on, no,
Just
I did
before?
the three. I just did the 3/4. I didn't do the full one.
Oh, yeah.
Then did the full
How
one.
many K is that? 30?
About 30 something,
Yeah.
32.
No,
Yeah.
10K is definitely my top that I'll run.
I might do a half one day.
You can do it.
I reckon you would. Yeah. You're looking fit.
Yeah.
Definitely
Probably
looking
the fittest
fit.
I've ever been.
Yeah, we went to Europe and he came back fitter and skinnier. I was like, what the hell just happened? Well, I just came back fatter.
You know what probably blew your knee out? That big Johnson of yours. That's a personal joke, that one, guys.
Oh,
Get the picture of that. Oh, God, I had to say that. Oh, so, yeah, you got that. I was hoping you were going to invite me for that one.
Yeah,
because
Corey, you're up.
I think
I'd love to.
registration's open now.
Yeah.
But I'll send you the link and stuff. And then we usually stay up there the night or just go up early in the morning, do the
and
run,
have dinner.
have lunch or whatever after. And, yeah, it's a good day. But everyone dresses up and stuff as well. Like, it is
there's
like a fun
music.
run, but people race it.
Yeah, it's so good. There's all
Yeah,
music.
there's all like DJs along the road.
And then at the
you
end,
know.
there's that little village.
Yeah, and you get food and
Food,
whatnot.
drinks, and it's all different tents and stuff. It's really cool.
Yeah, cool. That'd be unreal. I'd like to see that one because it's a lot bigger than the GC one, eh?
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, it's crazy.
massive.
Yeah, so many people there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's obviously serious runners and then just
Yeah, that's what I found when I went to this thing. Just the seriousness of some of the people there.
Oh, yeah.
It just wasn't my type of thing.
This is definitely more a fun run.
Well, they do the serious ones very early in the morning, and then they're all off and they're all finished way before us.
Yeah.
And then the fun runs start. So, yeah, they still real serious.
Yeah.
It's crazy some of the people, like, how quick they can run. I think I was a quarter of the way through and there was people coming back the other way nearly finishing.
Yeah.
No way.
And I'm like, they're like sprinting the whole way.
Yeah.
I've seen a few that, like, weren't people doing like 3-minute Ks and stuff?
Yeah, crazy shit. Like,
mental.
I don't know where you find the time to train that well for it. It's like hours running.
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
And did you have one more thing that you were doing as well? Event charity?
It'd be for the Starlight Foundation.
The prezzies and stuff?
Yeah. Because, like we said before, how we were treated or what they did for us over Christmas, that really, like...
that just...
What's the word?
It just
really touched our heart, I suppose.
Yeah.
So every year since, and we hope we continue this like a family tradition, we have a couple of drop-off points at our house, at her work at Sutto's at Tweed and Moorlambar, and everyone just donates all these presents, and we just take carloads up and donate them.
And then the hospital will go through it all.
And they just divvy it out to the kids on Christmas Day.
Yeah, it's all got to be unwrapped and everything. So then...
They check it all?
And it's all got to be brand new stuff. And then, they see the age groups and boy or girl and everything and sort it all out. And they deliver the presents to all the kids that are going to be in there. Yeah. Just like we were.
That's unreal.
That's pretty
really
cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
It is. It's really nice. It's like, giving it back. Giving it back, and like
it's like the least we can do.
Who does it if no one does it?
Yeah, exactly. They're always so stoked. Like, they get so many presents, which means that the kids get more presents that are in there. And then their siblings can get presents that are there for the day and stuff. So the more we get is obviously the better. And I think we'll be doing that for a very long time. We love it.
Yeah, nice.
Until...
we said until Gunner's 20, because then he won't want to hang out with us.
He'll be gone by then.
Dean's like 20, he'll be gone at like 15.
Those days are going to be, like, Kels and I talk about this a lot, like, when the boys, because we've got the 3 boys here, when they're, like, really shitting us off, Yeah. Kels was like, just imagine if one of them didn't wake up tomorrow, like, that one thing that, like, Hux... He shoves everything under his bed, socks. He can never remember shit. Just because he's not interested. He remembers the things that he's interested in. But I'm just like, man, you've got to really start helping me out a bit. But, that's when Kel said, I'm like, like if he didn't wake up tomorrow, like I would be fucking... I'd miss that little annoying
that's how
thing.
We think
that's what
too,
always brings us back down, like when we have the shits over something. Like, she's always been like that, tomorrow could be a different... story. We don't know what we're going to wake up to. And it just snaps you out of it.
100%. That's why I do like this stuff as well. Like when I first started, I was so nervous. Like there's a lot of things that I jump into now still that I'm real nervous. But if I don't, face that sort of shit, then I just don't. I don't get to experience it.
On the way here, we were just saying like, because I didn't really obviously know you, but Dean obviously has. But I just remember like probably years ago that you would show me. When you first started your page and you'd be up on the beach saying...
Just walking on the beach.
Walking on the beach and just being like...
talking freely.
like, just like, I don't know, about life and how positive and that you were. And I remember just going, oh my God, like that is the coolest thing ever. I love that. And I remember you used to be like, to say to Dean, like, make sure you message him and say how cool that is. No one else is doing that. Everyone else is so pussy at doing that. No one's getting on their page and talking and, it's such a big thing.
Yeah.
And, I felt like I used to always watch them and Dean like, oh, look, Corey's doing this or something. We loved it, didn't we?
Yeah.
It's crazy going back and looking at some of them because I've been looking into, like, authenticity a lot lately.
Yeah.
Like, what is authenticity? We're always acting from some experience that we've already experienced in the past, so that's what we're acting from. And I look back at those videos and I'm like, that's just not me. That's not my authentic self. I'm all nervous and sort of a bit awkward and shit like that. But at that time in my life, in that present moment, that is my authentic self. Even if it doesn't look like me now or talk like me now.
Yeah.
Think like me now.
Well, that's your journey. I feel like that's what you're up to at that part of your... but, like, don't you reckon that's taught you how to do this?
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. So
Just
it's
jump
easy.
into it, start it, and
Yeah.
just roll with whatever
Yeah.
sort of arises, whether it be like a weird feeling, weird thought, you
Yeah.
fuck your words up, or
Getting uncomfortable,
like we do that
Yeah.
obviously with our page too. Like we're like at the very start, I feel like people are like, oh my god, why are they doing that? Like, or why are they doing cooking shows? Or like, why are they putting their kid out there? And like the reason why, obviously, was to start the page was for that. But then like, it was to show Gunnar he's so cool and he's so funny. And then I just wanted to
You'd be
show
the same.
people
The
that-
messages and like people like, you made my day today. Like I look forward to every one of your videos. Blah blah blah. You helped me through that. Like you'd get that all the time.
oh yeah, there's
Yeah.
definitely regular.
And that just gives you that little
Frequent.
spark to keep going with it. You know, if you can have a positive impact on people's lives.
Yeah, for sure. It releases, I think it's oxytocin they call
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
That's the most powerful drug.
Yeah.
Like it makes you feel so good when you can help
Yeah.
another soul out.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure.
Give with no expectations, eh?
Yeah. Hard thing to do, that one.
Yeah,
Because we're brought up to expect
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
for giving something.
Yeah,
And take-
Yeah, I try and let go of that
Yeah,
that
for sure.
attachment.
yeah.
But
I
I think that pretty well
feel
wraps
like
it
I
up.
was that? Oh, I'm scared to see this.
No, well,
well.
everyone, it went really well, yeah. Everyone does get worried about themselves, but that's just your inner critic.
Yeah.
You know, the inner critic's a fucking wanker. It really is.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it'll deceive you and try and make you, like, it's gone really well.
Yeah, hopefully it made
was that
sense.
the time there?
That's
An
the
hour
time
30?
there. Hour 30 goes quick, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty good. I thought it was going to be going on for like hours
Yeah.
and hours because I just get confused.
I guess, like, maybe for any parents out there that might be going through something, like, I guess, unknown, something that has arise and they don't know what to do with, especially, you know, in terms of
I
like
think,
this
like
type
you were saying, like trust, like you know your kid better than anyone.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
And you need to ask questions. Like, don't stop asking questions because we trust in the doctors and this and that.
And
we
don't
just
be
think they know
scared.
best, but sometimes they
Another
don't.
thing, obviously just trust, like you're the only one that knows your kid. No, they don't know them. They've seen them for an hour or two a day, you know, so they don't know your kid. You do. Trust your gut and don't be scared to get a better doctor or whatever
Second
it is.
opinion,
Get a
third
second
opinion.
opinion because, like I said, we've got the most amazing team now. I don't know, like a lot of people don't get that.
Yeah.
And so definitely don't be scared to say, like me, say to a neurologist that makes probably a lot of money and has been at, I don't know, university and whatnot and so smart. You know, like I just was, don't get stuck.
I suppose
Don't be scared
we touched
to-
on it as well, but what's it called?
What?
Like, be grateful.
Oh yeah, be grateful. Yeah, grateful. is
Gratitude's a
everything.
huge one, man.
Yeah,
100%.
like
Yeah.
you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring.
Yep.
Yeah, especially at the very start of it all, like when we got home and stuff, like I was just grateful when Gunnar would start walking. I was like, oh my God, I'm so grateful for this. And then he started talking a bit more and I was like, oh my God, our kid talks. Like, so it's made those steps. So
Yeah.
be grateful for your little kiddies because, yeah, you don't know what's going to happen.
Yep. It literally can happen at any moment. Eh? Gratitude's played a huge part in helping me save,
Yeah.
you know, my life's changing my perspective on,
Yeah,
on
there's
things.
always good in a bad situation. Hey?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is, really is, man.
You
Even
just have to find it. Like, we're really good at that. Like, we'll always find a positive and a negative, like, with everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yep,
that's that helps.
100%,
As well.
man.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right, then.
Yeah.
Well,
Thanks so much for having us, honestly.
no worries at all. It was good to catch up with you again, brother, and to meet you properly.
Yeah.
And just thanks for sharing your story, your experience, with what you guys experience, and obviously
Yeah.
when Gunnar's old enough, maybe we can have a chat with him, see how his experience was with it all.
No, I showed him a photo not long ago and he's like, why am I in hospital?
Oh, really? Yeah.
No, rattled.
Yeah?
He's like,
Yeah.
why am I in hospital? And I was
What's
like,
wrong with me?
I was like, Gunnar, you got really sick. And he was like, oh. And he just was fully rattled about it. I was like, oh, glad he doesn't remember. But I was thinking, of course he doesn't. Isn't that much medication?
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't remember
Yeah,
anything.
Probably not a bad thing.
Oh, definitely not. Yeah.
Medication's like the Men in Black.
Yeah.
Alrighty,
All right,
guys.
thank you so much.
Thanks for having us, and congratulations on all this.
Yeah,
Thank you, man.
cool.
Yeah,
Appreciate it. And
keep going.
Yeah, you're doing so well.
I'll keep going. I like talking about attachment to outcomes and shit like that. Like at the start of things, I'm finding like I find myself attached to some certain outcome, but as I go through the process of things and figure out why I'm actually doing it, to the root of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good.
sure.
And I was actually really worried that I was going to cry in this. I think I had like obviously moments where I was like, but I'm glad that I didn't cry and then couldn't tell our story. I put mascara on, so I was like, nah, girl, you've got mascara on, you can't cry. That was my thought. Then I got here and I was like, oh my God, why did I put mascara on?
I don't like to try and, I actually do. I do like to try and get a bit of emotion out of people. Like I'm a bit of a sicko.
Yeah.
Like it's a good release for people as well,
definitely.
to share that shit.
Yeah.
But I did try at one point asking a couple of questions, and I was like, they're pretty tough.
I'm a soldier.
We've been talking about
I'm a
it quite a lot.
soldier, mum.
Yeah. Definitely.
All right, guys. Thanks for
Thank
tuning
you so
in.
much.
No worries at all.
I can't wait to see this.
All right, beautiful people, bone bags. Yous enjoy your week, and hope you've enjoyed the episode. I'll chuck up these two guys' social handles on the screen somewhere, and you can find them on Instagram, Facebook, and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Raising
Gunner.
Gunner. Raising Gunner. Yeah. All right, sweet. All right, bone bags. Have a good one. See ya.